Welcome to Screen Hollywood, the home of movie news and entertainment. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe.
What's up, movie fans, and welcome back to Screen Hollywood. I'm your host, Adam. If you're new here, join the Hollywood family and hit the like, subscribe, notification bell, and hype button. Also, bookmark and subscribe to our international news publication at screenhollywood.com for all the latest news info first. Every once in a while, in the endless churning sea of sequels, reboots, and remakes, Hollywood throws us a life raft. News that is so good, so pure, and so universally celebrated that it reminds you why you fell in love with movies in the first place. Folks, this is one of those times. Get ready to dust off your adventurer's kit because it is official. We're going back to Egypt. Universal is developing The Mummy 4, and the two people you'd want back more than anyone on Earth are returning to lead the charge. The one and only Brendan Fraser as Rick O'Connell, and the brilliant Rachel Weisz as Evelyn Carnahan. This is not a drill. This is the sequel we have been dreaming about for over 2 decades. And no one is more excited than Brendan Fraser himself. In a new, emotional interview with the Associated Press, he has finally broken his silence, and what he said will give every fan goosebumps. He said, and I quote, "I've been waiting 20 years for this call. Sometimes it was loud, sometimes it was a faint telegraph. Now, it's time to give the fans what they want." He went on to say that this upcoming movie, the one that is finally happening, is the one he's always wanted to make. This isn't just another legacy sequel, folks. This is a passion project. This is the culmination of the Brenaissance. This is the king returning to his throne. So today, we are going to unpack everything we know, why the last 2 Mummy films faltered, and why this new installment has all the ingredients to be a box office smash and bring this legendary franchise back to glory. First, let's talk about the man himself, Brendan Fraser. His journey back to the top of Hollywood has been nothing short of inspiring. After his Oscar-winning turn in The Whale, the whole world has been rooting for him. For years, he's been asked about returning to The Mummy, and he's always been graciously open to it, but with one condition. He told Variety a few years ago, "I'd be open to it if someone came up with the right conceit." Well, apparently the right conceit has finally been cracked. And to understand what that is, we need to understand what went wrong. The original 1999 The Mummy and its 2001 sequel The Mummy Returns were box office gold. They were a perfect, lightning-in-a-bottle blend of genres. It was a swashbuckling adventure, a hilarious romantic comedy, a thrilling action movie, and a genuinely spooky monster flick all rolled into one. The heart and soul of that success was the sizzling, undeniable chemistry between Fraser's roguish hero Rick O'Connell and Weisz's brilliant, clumsy, and utterly charming librarian, Evie. Then came 2008's The Mummy, Tomb of the Dragon Emperor, and the magic was gone. Rachel Weisz wisely sat that one out, replaced by Maria Bello, and while she's a fine actress, the chemistry just wasn't there. The setting was moved to China, and the whole thing felt disconnected. Fraser himself finally explained the bizarre corporate reasoning behind that move. He said, "NBC had the rights to broadcast the Olympics that year, so they put 2 together and we went to China. It was a corporate synergy decision, not a creative one." While Fraser is proud of the work they did, he acknowledged it was a different beast. Then came the darkest chapter, the 2017 reboot starring Tom Cruise. It was meant to launch Universal's Dark Universe, but it crashed and burned spectacularly. And Brendan Fraser hit the nail on the head as to why. He said, "The ingredient that we had going for our Mummy, which I didn't see in that film, was fun. That was what was lacking in Tom Cruise's incarnation. It was too much of a straight-ahead horror movie. The Mummy should be a thrill ride, but not terrifying and scary." He is 100% correct. They forgot the fun. They forgot the heart. So, what is the right conceit that's bringing them all back? Well, it comes in the form of 2 of the hottest directors in Hollywood right now, Matt Bettinelli-Olpin and Tyler Gillette, the filmmaking duo known as Radio Silence. If you want directors who understand how to blend horror, action, and, most importantly, fun, these are your guys. They gave us the brilliant Ready or Not, They successfully revived the Scream franchise by honoring the legacy while making it feel fresh and modern. Their latest, Abigail, is getting rave reviews for being a bloody, hilarious good time. This is a masterstroke of a hiring decision. Radio Silence is the perfect creative team to recapture that classic Mummy tone. They understand that you can have high stakes and scary monsters without sacrificing humor and adventure. Getting them on board was clearly the key to unlocking this whole project and getting Fraser and Weisz to sign on. And now for the best news of all. The new film will reportedly disregard the events of Tomb of the Dragon Emperor entirely. This will be a direct sequel to The Mummy Returns. They are pulling a Halloween 2018 and getting back to the timeline that fans loved. At the end of Returns, Rick and Evie ride off into the sunset, having defeated Imhotep and the Scorpion King, with their son Alex in tow. So, where does that leave us? No plot details have been released yet, but with a 20-plus year time jump, we can make some educated guesses. The story will almost certainly catch up with an older Rick and Evelyn. I can't wait to see their dynamic now. Are they still the bickering, passionate adventurers we remember? And what about their son, Alex? The character would now be in his late 20s or early 30s, primed to follow in his parents' globe-trotting footsteps. It's very likely the plot will center heavily on Alex, with Rick and Evie passing the torch, setting up a new generation of adventure. This opens up a huge, exciting casting opportunity for who will play the adult Alex. The potential here is massive. The original films were box office smashes. With the combined star power of the Brenaissance, the return of an Oscar-winning Rachel Weisz, a duo of proven, talented directors, and a huge wave of 90s nostalgia, this film is primed for success. This isn't just about cashing in on an old IP. It feels like a genuine celebration, a project born out of a desire to do right by the characters, the story, and the fans who have been waiting patiently for 2 decades. As Brendan Fraser said, it's time to give the fans what they want. And what we want is the adventure, the romance, the humor, and the heart that made us fall in love with this world in the first place. For the first time in a long time, it feels like Universal understands that. This is their chance to resurrect one of their most beloved franchises from the tomb of bad decisions and bring it roaring back to life. I, for one, could not be more excited. But what do you guys think? Are you as hyped as I am for The Mummy 4? What do you want to see in the story, and who is your dream casting for an adult Alex O'Connell? Let me know all your theories and hopes in the comments below. As always, if you enjoyed this breakdown, make sure to hit that like button, subscribe to Screen Hollywood, and ring that notification bell so you don't miss our next update. I'm Adam, and I'll see you at the movies.